including going to a place where everybody knows your name. Or perhaps you could take up some winter sports. Or, of course, you could go to the TD Garden. It's always special when it's the Celtics and the Lakers, the two most storied franchises, each with a history filled with some of the all-time greats the game has ever seen. And no, that's not Celtic green, the LeBron James jersey. That's from St. Vincent St. Mary's, his high school. As LeBron James, with his one visit to Boston, getting oh so close to becoming the game's all-time leading scorer. Meanwhile, Jason Tatum could become the first Celtic in the history of the franchise to average 30 points per game. And good evening, everyone. With Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand, Lisa Salters with us as well. It is always so much fun when it's the Lakers and Celtics, whether it's a regular season game, always a little better when it's a finals. Let's start with the Lakers, Mark. They're playing better basketball. Anthony Davis is back, and LeBron James, what he's doing in his 20th year is simply remarkable. What's impressed you the most about this season for him?
That he continues to be this great, this late. When you talk about the amount of minutes that he had the opportunity to play in this league, look at the charts and the names that he continues to dwindle down and pass. He's in the company of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's the all-time leading scorer. But not just scoring. Look at the resume. All-star appearances, MVPs, and most importantly, titles. Still playing great and leading this Lakers team.
Yeah, but if they're going to make a move up the playoff ladder in the West, they're going to need Anthony Davis to regain his form. He started off as a dominant force this year. Then the unfortunate injury. He came back in the last game and was very good. If they're to win and make the playoffs, it's going to have to be because of Davis and James together.
Now we have the Celtics. Now, despite a 3-game losing streak coming in, they still have the best record in the NBA, and there's so many reasons for that. But the number one reason is Jason Tatum. He was All-NBA first team last year. He's taken another tremendous leap this season.
It's always been so natural for him to score the ball, and he keeps improving. But you look at his rebounds, big-time rebounder, improved passer. But where he stands out to me is his commitment on an every possession, every night game to play at the defensive end of the floor. I think he could be their best defensive player.
You might be right, but he has a partner in Jaylen Brown. His ability to be a two-way player defensively and then carry the load at times offensively. Having the type of season that's going to have him alongside of Tatum representing the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference in Utah for All-Star Weekend. He is a special.
A constellation of consistency and consequence is how this rivalry was not only born, but how it thrives still.
I'm ready to the stars, ready to go far, we'll start walking.
Echoes of Garden greats still reverberate from the rafters to the parquet and are reflected in today's Celtics defensive tenacity, shot making, and skill.
He is sizzling.
And after adding the banner that makes them equals, LeBron has his sights set on another Laker great and becoming the NBA's new gold standard in scoring.
Don't ever say it's over,
and getting closer to Kareem's all-time mark.
As ever, Lakers versus Celtics means history is happening now. Lakers, Celtics.
The latest edition of the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics as we welcome you to NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC, presented by MetaQuest. How do you not get fired up seeing that old clips of this great rivalry? Thinking about Chamberlain and West and Baylor and Magic and Kareem flying into Boston to do battle in an NBA Finals against the likes of Bird, McHale, Russell, Havlicek. Each with 17 NBA championships. Not only the most storied, but the two most successful franchises in NBA history. And the fans will pack it in at TD Garden. It's got an unbelievable atmosphere. Rivalry, perhaps the old Boston Garden. And some of the former champions are here. Michael Thompson, the broadcaster. And Paul Pierce sitting courtside, winning the 2008 championship and finals MVP right here on this parquet floor. So LeBron James and the Lakers, right now they about the rivalry. They're worried about making sure they get into the playoffs, but they're headed in the right direction. And their head coach, Darvin Ham, says they're excited with the way they're playing. They're 3-1 in their last 4 games, but still 13th in the Western Conference. And that tradition continues for LeBron James. As we look at the lineup, brought to you by Taco Bell. So for the Lakers, Anthony Davis will come off the bench for the second straight game. Thomas Bryant will start at center with Troy Brown, the veteran backcourt of Beverly and Schroeder with LeBron James. Meanwhile, for the Celtics, with the 3-game losing streak, they've lost all 3 since Marcus Smart went out with an ankle injury. He's out again probably another week. So Derek White gets the start. Grant Williams starts for Robert Williams.